Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Brother Zaid, and in this video, I'll be showing y'all how to create a service flyer for our weekly meetings to post on Instagram. And of course, for this tutorial, I'll be using Canva, which is a very popular graphic design platform that many of you may have experience with, whether it's through your own college courses or creating graphic designs for other needs beyond the campus ministry. But I was asked to create these tutorials to help y'all, to guide y'all, and to hopefully make this process of bestowing the torch of the graphic design portion of the campus ministry to someone else a little bit less painless. So to begin, we're going to start off on the Canva homepage. We're going to go over to this purple create button on the left-hand side of the screen. And it's going to prompt you with a bunch of different formatting options. Of course, for this tutorial, we're going to be creating an Instagram post. So we're going to choose the Instagram post 4 to 5 option. And that's the appropriate sizing for that. So on the left-hand side, you're going to see a bunch of different formats that you could possibly choose from. These are simply templates. You don't have to stay true to it. For the sake of this video, we're going to start off with this blank canvas and just build it from the ground up. So come over here to the elements side and just pretty much search for exactly what you need. Every good flyer needs a background to help make it pop, to catch someone's eye. So what we're gonna do is just look up background and see what comes up. So let's look up, we can do the images, see what we can find here. Anything catch my eye? This blue one looks nice. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Scale it up so it fills the entire frame. And so what we need now is some text. So in order to add text to your image, come over here to this text button, add text box, or another way you can do it is just simply by pushing the letter T on your keyboard. So one important note I would recommend you doing is once you have your background image down, click it and hit this lock button. That way you can't accidentally move it around. You can do what you want with your flyer without accidentally ruining everything. So we have our text, so let's move it to our desired position, and let's just start off with something simple. Join us for our, all right, we're just gonna start that as like a little bit of a subtitle. We can put it up here. Let's italicize it. Join us for our what? So this is going to be a flyer for our weekly service. So weekly Bible study. So we can do weekly Bible study in all caps. Okay, let's have these not be in italics. Of course, we should change the font to make it stand out a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna bold the text too. Make sure everything looks great, cool. What kind of font should we use? Weekly Bible study, that looks nice. So, and we can drag these corner pieces to make the size to our liking. We want it to be pretty big so it can catch the eye. Weekly Bible study. But the white text on its own will not catch anyone's eye. So what I'm going to do is highlight simply the word weekly and come over to our text color. And we have a bunch of different options that we can choose from. We can choose solid colors to try and make it stand out a little bit more. See, that looks a little nice, but I think a gradient for this type of design would look better. So we have a bunch of different options here. It's blue, so I think a yellow would look nice. Weekly Bible study. I like that. What next? So I think these words are a little bit too far apart. So to adjust the spacing, come over here to advanced settings, tap it, and you can adjust the line spacing like so. Cool. So far we have a pretty good looking start to our flyer, but we need some more information. I'm gonna go ahead and lock this stuff so I won't accidentally move it around, but it needs a little bit more information. Where is this Bible study going to be and what time? So we can go ahead and create a new text element, size it down to our liking, and just put like, I guess a date, I'm gonna put random day, 10th of October, Another text element. You know what? I'm going to Control C and Control V to copy the sizing. 10th of October, 6 Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. I think that's the usual time for our meetings. 6:30 p.m. And then we can put a meeting location. Russell Union 2046. I don't know if that's the actual room numbers. I'm just making stuff up as I go right now. So we have information here. So I'm going to select it all, move it down. Okay, we have it right there. We can move this up a little bit more. All right, so we have our information here. We have our headlines, titles, subtitles. So what more can we add? Perhaps some information about who we are. So we do have a campus ministry logo. I don't think I have it saved anymore on my computer, so I'm gonna come over to this element, Control C, and then Control V, and it'll add it to this poster. And of course it's a dark logo, so I'm just gonna get a white circle and just add it into the flyer. Okay, so what we're gonna do is position it like around here. And move it. Okay, so this is important. So right now the circle is layered on top of the logo. So what you want to do is right click it, layer, and you can push send backwards to bring it to the back of the layer so you can properly adjust everything. So we have that there. Let's go ahead and I'm going to put it together in a group so it becomes one element. So we can right click it and do push group or Control G, whichever works. And I'm just going to move the logo right up here so they know it's affiliated with us. And for the finishing touches, we're going to add a Bible element just as a graphic so people know that, of course, this is a Bible study. So let's size it down and put it right here in the middle. All right. So this is a very brief Instagram post that you can create. This is a little bit rough, but it shows you pretty much all the utilities that you need to be successful in this kind of tutorial. Anyways, I hope this was useful, helpful, and I hope you took something from it.